She's 25 years old and she's just undergone a multi-million-pound facelift. But time is running out for that Queen of the Skies, Concorde. When the spares run out at the turn of the century, the supersonic dream machine will be grounded forever and there's nothing to replace it. Simon Harris reports on a vision of the future which may soon be a thing of the past.
You don't have to be a millionaire to fly Concorde, but it helps. When you're one of Britain's wealthiest businessmen, it's the only way to cross the Atlantic. Lord Hanson once clocked up 100 flights on Concorde, now he's lost count. Yet Concorde still casts its spell on him.
I never fail to be impressed by the appearance of it, do you?
It's 10 o'clock in the morning and Concorde will soon set off from Heathrow to New York. The passengers have paid more than £5,000 for the return trip. Lord Hanson is first on, so he can be first off, taking his usual seat in row 2 close to the door. Takeoff today is at 10:45. When the passengers arrive in New York, it'll be an hour and a half earlier.
Today I shall arrive at 9:15. I'm going to meetings at 10:30, which will enable me to have 2 very good meetings this morning, not tired.
New York is now just 3.5 hours away. In that time, the passengers can expect to be treated like royalty. Not everyone opts for the cordon bleu meals. Those heading for business lunches tend to have a sandwich. The luxury lifestyle up here doesn't extend to the cabin staff.
In physical terms, it's fairly cramped, as you can well see, and it gets very warm in flight.
Travelling economy across the Atlantic would cost these passengers a fifth of the price. Even first class they'd save more than £1,000, but it takes twice as long, and to the highly paid executive every second counts.
Well, it's like any other business machine. You must use every possible means to improve efficiency throughout your organisation.
British Airways is currently giving its Concorde fleet a £7 million facelift, from new seats with extra legroom to new kitchens. But like a glamorous film star, Concorde conceals a secret. She's no spring chicken.
Nose come up to 20 degrees, she's airborne. She flies.
When it first flew, it was a technological wonder ahead of its time. But that was a quarter of a century ago. There is talk of a new generation of supersonic airliner, a Concorde which can carry 300 passengers. But that's still not off the drawing board. And the reality for the current Concorde is that the cost of replacing worn-out parts will one day make it uneconomic. Concorde will only fly for as long as it makes a profit. Facelift or no facelift, there will come a time when passengers can no longer travel at twice the speed of sound. This Queen of the Skies will almost certainly be grounded shortly after the turn of the century, and there's nothing to replace her. In New York, this is Simon Harris for London Tonight.